talking, it'll be about like everything else has been. Patty Rose with Cool 102.7 and StarTime 1590 local radio stations, welcoming to Camden the EQUUS Film Festival Camden Tour Stop. It's this week, February 13th through the 19th. The EQUUS Film Festival is the first touring film festival oriented around equestrian-themed content from all over the world. There are feature films, documentaries, shorts, music videos, commercials, training educational materials, art, and literacy. 2016 Winnie Award winners and select special films are touring Camden this week with film showings at the Little Theater, art exhibits at the Rutledge Street Gallery and the Artist's Attic, and other locations in Camden as well, and a children's literacy corner at Books on Broad, 9 a.m. this Saturday, February 18th. For a complete schedule and list of events, feel free to go to EQUUS Film Festival Camden 2017.eventbrite.com. I'd like to welcome author Kerr. Kay, welcome. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. I understand that you have written a book, and I want to make sure I say the name right, Corolla's Sandhorse Beach.
That's right.
And if you can just tell me a little bit, first of all, about the book. What is the book about?
The book is a children's book. It came about because I work with veterans at the Hampton VA hospital, and we wanted to start an equine therapy program for our PTSD veterans, and it was something that I initiated, and I had been riding the Mustangs out in Smithfield, Virginia, and saw the off-site cross breeding program that we have for these Mustangs to help them, their genealogy to carry on in case of a hurricane, a storm, disease, fire, septic runoff. Takes the 102 that are down there running wild in North Carolina out. Their lineage will live on in Smithfield, Virginia, and I was just drawn, as it's a book of a mission, to wake the nation up that we need to do something now to help these horses to live on for our great-grandchildren to
live
enjoy.
on. And so you mentioned horses in North Carolina. Where are they? The same type of horse? Are they all Corollas?
They're banker colonial Spanish Mustangs that date back to the big ships, Spanish ships having wrecks out in the ocean on the sandbars, and the horses were the heaviest of the load, so they were pushed off the ship to swim ashore. And that's how they came to live there.
And landed there.
Yes.
And so do they naturally occur as well in the Virginia area, or were some transported from North Carolina?
Right now they live on the very north end of the beach, which is right close to the Virginia line. And occasionally they do have horses that escape and come over to Virginia. Okay. But they do have it where they try to rescue them and take them back to where the herd is.
To where the herd is. That is very interesting. So the book, in essence, is really to bring awareness to this breed and the fact that. And did you say there were 102 of these horses left?
102 left. Recently, as last year, they started having genetic defects. So they have looked at introducing the Shackelford horses, which is another horse that's very close to these in North Carolina, to the herd, to help with that. As far as the lineage, there's only one maternal line left, and this should help with that for genetics purposes.
For the breeds to continue,
yes.
And for to bring some new blood into the gene pool,
right,
so to speak. Well, that is so interesting. How did you end up, I know you're part of the film festival, you're the first author that I've interviewed. How did you end up becoming involved with the EQUUS Film Festival with your book?
Well, I was encouraged. I was surprised someone heard about my book, and actually the man that owns the property where these Mustangs live in Smithfield had contacted Lisa Dearson and told her how great the book was. It's the first book I've ever written, and I painted all the pictures, the illustrations. It's won numerous awards and art shows and county fairs. It won in November in New York City, the Winnie Award. I was
Wonderful, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
That's exciting.
I was up
Yeah, I
against.
saw you showed me your picture with Hoda.
Oh,
That's
I
so
had to get on the
cool.
Today Show.
Yeah, I would have too. That is so cool.
But I was up against 56 other authors, and they only gave awards to 16, and I was happily surprised. I didn't know that I would be one of the
You would
contestants to win.
That is
Yes.
really cool. And the fact that, do you ride horses? Did you mention that
I
you
do.
ride?
My daughter started riding at 4.5 out here in Smithfield with the Mustangs. She's now going to be 16 in April, and she is in the book. She won an award with the stallion that's narrating the story, and I ride with her. Her horse is half Corolla.
Okay.
So we have a horse there on the farm that we ride.
That is so neat. Well, now I understand that prior to coming for your interview, you were at one of our local elementary schools over at Lugoff Elementary, and you read, I'm assuming you read your book to the children?
I gave free raffles. The kids were very receptive. The staff were just amazing and very
blessed.
friendly. And I was just very happy to be there to share my story with the kids. A lot of them want to come this weekend too to take part.
Excellent.
Yes.
That is excellent. And as I mentioned in the intro, Kay will be at Books on Broad. Is it 9 a.m. on Saturday
9 a.m.
morning?
Saturday.
And it's all of the children's events throughout the EQUUS Film Festival this weekend are absolutely free of charge. So bring all your kiddos down to Books on Broad, and you can hear about Corolla's Sandhorse Beach and meet the author, Kay Kerr. Kay, thank you so much for being with
having
us
me.
today. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
If you'd like tickets or more information about the EQUUS Film Festival, you can go to EQUUS Film Festival Camden 2017.eventbrite.com. You can buy tickets in person at the TAC Room, the Camden Archives, the Rutledge Street Gallery, and the Little Theater. You can also buy tickets during the festival. We have a headquarters. It's at the corner of Broad and DeKalb Streets in the White Building if you're not from Camden. It's the Marley Project headquarters. It's 1050 Broad Street, and you can get all sorts of information there, maps, schedules, all those sorts of things at the headquarters. Some of the benefits of buying online at the eventbrite.com site is you will receive digital copies of the schedule, updates on films, maps of where everything's located in Camden, and then information on the different panels that we'll be hosting this weekend as well. Tickets are $50 for an entire weekend pass, $30 if you can only come one day, Friday or Saturday. You can also buy $20 tickets for the evening activities. Friday they begin at 5:30, on Saturday at 6:30, and then if you just want to see one particular film, you can just go to the Little Theater and pay $10 to see that film. And of course, all the kids' activities, starting with the reading with Miss Kay and her book Corolla's Sandhorse Beach, 9 a.m. on Saturday at Books on Broad. Kay, did you want to add something?
Can I say one last thing?
Sure, you can say
My
three
book-
last things if you want.
My book sold 1,300 copies in less than 1 year, and that was just
Wow.
by my marketing and in small mom and pop shops. The public has said repeatedly they want a big screen
Publishing.
movie or Pixar movie.
Really?
So the other reason I'm here too is try to have a contact or any type of interest from a film director to take this on.
To take this project
Yes.
on and turn it from a book,
Book to a
into
movie.
a movie. And I'm assuming that would be geared toward children.
It would be geared toward anybody.
Anybody and
I have
everybody.
senior citizens that buy the book and they love it because it has the history of the
That
Outer
is
Banks in it.
wonderful.
Yes.
Absolutely wonderful. Well, I hope that you find yourself a director while you're here in Camden, Kay. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Yes.
And then when you come back next year, we can talk about your movie. That's awesome. Well, again, thank you so much, Kay.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoy your stay in Camden. We're very happy to have the EQUUS Film Festival and folks such as yourself traveling all the way to South Carolina from Virginia to join us this weekend.
I love Camden.
Yeah, so thank you.
Yes.
We love having folks here, so we're glad that you're here. Again, Kay Kerr, she's the author of Corolla's Sandhorse Beach, and you can catch her at Books on Broad, 9 a.m. Saturday. Thanks for tuning in.